welcome to a special pay-per-view edition of Chops and Pops Battleground 2015. I am Andy.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Shane.
And I'm Vinny.
Heyo.
Welcome back, Vinny.
Straight
you.
from the Vinny Playboy Villa.
What a lovely backyard.
Thanks for having us, Vinny.
Yes.
No problem. Thank
This
you
is
for coming.
Such a great setting for this.
So we were swimming, we've been hanging. Our Truth King Barrett pre-show match.
That happened.
It did happen.
Why?
Oh, there was a stipulation. It was actually for the crown. That's what it was.
For the King of the Ring?
Yeah. There was actually a reason.
So anyway.
2 months late.
The best way that I would describe the Barrett and R-Truth match is splish splash. I was taking a bath. I was busy swimming.
Very
I
nice.
had no business for that. I guess for rundowns and predictions, we'll do it match by match because we
Yes.
don't have time to run through the entire card with the pay-per-view starting right now.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the first match?
What is this?
It
do
is
you got?
Orton. Okay.
It's
It is
Orton
That's what I
Sheamus.
thought. Orton Sheamus. Go around. What do you think?
They had the hometown hero in Randy Orton from St. Louis, Missouri. One of my favorite towns.
Okay, I can't say by a show of hands because obviously there's listeners who can't see it, but who is excited about this match and who isn't?
I'm excited, and I'm raising my hand for some reason.
And I'm guessing that the three of us are not. in
You are right,
any
Shane.
major- okay.
I just-
Absolutely right.
I
I
want
agree with
some-
Vinny on that one.
I think that
My
since we're in St.
description.
Louis, we're going to see a extra special RKO out of nowhere, out of Randy Orton for his hometown.
I feel like the RKO has been lacking. They've been like holding it out a little bit.
It hasn't been out of nowhere as much.
Yes.
Does
There should be more.
anybody think this isn't the last time we see Sheamus tonight?
I thought that for a while now,
No,
and
it's
it's
not
only
happening.
because, and this is kind of one of the things that we can't really get into right now with the pay-per-view starting, but there are rumors, which we can spoil this because this is going to be put on the internet after the pay-per-view's over.
Eat it.
There have been rumors that Taker and Sting are coming back.
Oh.
What?
We're
Oh.
basically living in that moment where it's still a possibility.
It can
We're
happen.
all gonna be later in the week realizing that either like, duh, this was it, or like that was just a silly internet rumor.
Like how
This is that moment of uncertainty.
how we said during the last pay-per-view we had here at this awesome place that if Brock Lesnar did interfere, someone's jumping in the pool. It was not until the next night where he did. So
Yes. So that would have been better to happen the night before. I would have enjoyed to see someone take a bath.
yeah, in
But-
the rain.
Lightning storm.
In the rain, in the lightning. Just a little dangerous.
Predictions? Should we do predictions?
I was gonna say with the match starting, let's just whether we're psyched or not psyched, who do you think's winning? I think it's a blatant obvious that Orton.
I'm saying
Orton.
Orton.
Yeah,
I
let's
think
go.
it's
His
pretty much
hometown.
unanimous Orton
Yes,
because
RKO.
hometown crowd, and usually the Money in the Bank guy loses a whole bunch.
Yes.
And-
RKO
But
for
you
the
know
win.
what? They usually have the hometown guy lose with WWE booking. And Sheamus does have the briefcase, but with this being the opener, getting the crowd started, I
Exactly.
see this as being obviously Orton.
Yes.
So
With that being said,
we're gonna watch this match, and we're gonna start cooking because
yes.
I'm kind of hungry. And since there's no Ryback tonight, I do need to be fed.
Wah, wah.
fading time.
Stupid.
So we'll be right back here on Chops and Pops after this wrestling match. All right, we're back here at the Battlegrounds.
The Pops and Chops.
We're back, and the Orton and the Sheamus, and the missing of the Brogue and the RKO and
Everything went according to plan. Can we?
Yeah, pretty much. It was
Yeah.
basic.
Yeah.
It was basic.
Predictable.
Basic.
Predictable.
Was that against what you thought, Shane? Though, because didn't you say it was like too obvious that the hometown fan? It's
No,
like,
no, I said that usually the hometown guy can be booked against, and they have the hometown guy lose. But I said with it being an opening match, that it's kind of obvious. But yeah, Orton wins. Basic match. Nothing bad. It's
No.
not that we're crapping on the match and saying anything was wrong. I didn't see one single botch. But yeah, when it's that basic, you get a little bored.
It was given a lot of time too.
I was cooking.
but you saw the RKO.
I saw the ending.
It literally came out of nowhere for you.
Yeah,
though, because
RKO
you were
walked up. RKO out of nowhere.
boom.
Match ends.
Did Andy
I'll
get
take it.
a hangman DDT?
I did. He did hit it.
Did
I
he?
saw the
He did.
reversal
No, he did it. He got it later.
after the.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed that.
And then he got pumped up, and that's when he did the He went to do the RKO, and it got reversed.
Mm.
The first one.
The whole point is when it's that basic, it's forgettable.
It is.
It is the worst match of the night so far.
No, the worst match of the night is R-Truth Barrett.
I can't even say. Wow. Yeah, you're right. It is the best. I don't want to say that.
It's
Well, if it was that basic, let's keep it short and sweet. We don't
Let's.
need to waste any more time. So we're really just waiting and hanging on what they're going to show next, which is the Divas right now.
The
Oh,
revolution.
if
Oh,
it's
good.
a-
I can finish my cooking now.
Yeah. So if it's a Divas match, the rumor is it's supposed to be a three-way, one member of each team.
right.
While we're watching them replay Monday Night Raw, and even though our listeners already know who is in the match, who do you guys think they would choose from
NXT.
each team?
I hope it's not Tamina.
I mean, for Team Bella, I don't see them using Alicia Fox. I think it'll be
Yeah.
probably
it's Brie.
It's
I
gonna
think
be the
because
champ.
Nikki's the champ.
Yeah.
So I'd say give
I
it
would
to
think
Brie.
I would think it would be the champ though.
Do you think that the belt is going to be exchanged tonight?
No.
No,
think
because I
that
don't think it's going to be
Bella's
a title
gonna
match.
keep it?
I don't even think it's going to be.
Oh,
a title
it's not
match.
even a
Bella's
titles
gonna
match.
ball.
Yeah.
Bella's gonna ball.
This is their way of stalling for more time as her being champion.
What about Team Paige? Who do you think is going to be fighting?
Paige.
No, not
Eh,
Paige.
I feel like
I
it'd
think
be a
Paige will
waste.
fight.
Wasted opportunity to bring out the NXT girls and then just have them sitting on the side. And I feel like between the two, everyone wants Charlotte, which makes me think they'd push
No.
for Becky harder. Oh yeah, Charlotte was getting the biggest reactions on
Yeah,
Monday night.
that's without a doubt. But it's not going to be your girl, Sasha.
Well, no, she's not a part of that team. Sasha's part of Naomi's team with
Oh
Tamina.
God,
Team
yeah, I got that
BAD.
mixed up. I
Yeah.
got that mixed up. Yeah.
They call
Bad.
themselves bad. Team bad.
I hope it's Becky.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
I like
And-
this steampunk Irish thing.
And
If
you know
I-
what?
But it's not so much steampunk in Raw.
No, but
It's-
I loved it
I
in
realize
NXT.
that, yeah,
It was so
yeah.
much cooler with the goggles.
Yeah.
So predictions, gentlemen.
Uh,
Let's go around the horn. Vinny.
Yeah, say your three real quick before they actually announce who it is.
Uh-oh.
What is it? Naomi, right? Brie. No, not Brie. Sorry, Nikki. I'm guessing Paige.
So you
'cause
think
such
it's
a-
just going to be a repeat of what
I
they
hope
did?
so,
yeah.
yeah.
Monday night.
Okay. Andy, you think Paige?
I think Paige, Tamina, and Brie.
Okay. Andrew?
Paige, Tamina, and God, I want to say Nikki, but it's probably going to end up being Brie. So I'm not going to be bold in this one. I think that, and I think Paige wins.
And I am going to be bold because I'm going to say Sasha.
Damn
I
it.
think Sasha's going to represent the Trinity
So much.
Naomi team.
So much better than me.
And with Sasha, I say Brie Bella. And I'll go with it's either Becky or Charlotte. I'll say Becky.
Yeah.
Huh.
We are currently waiting for them
How?
to show us what we're actually going to get because maybe we're just completely wrong and it's not a three-way match and our listeners are laughing at us right now for having no clue about what actually happens.
But at least they're laughing.
I'm okay with being laughed at. It's okay.
I've done every day of my life.
So
Every-
with this little intermission break we get while we're preparing for this, Andy, you want to talk about the house show that you went to in Newark, New Jersey?
Yes, I went to a house show at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, and I went with my dad, who was an old wrestling fan. His favorite wrestler is Chief T. Strongbow.
Chief J.
Whatever. That's what he calls him.
I'll take it.
But that's all he was talking about. He had a blast, actually. It was a good time. We got a Reuben. Oh, I got a Reuben. He got a Turkey Club. We got a Budweiser. Not a very good Budweiser, by the way. Their tap was kind of dirty.
Ugh.
The wrestling was good. A lot of good stuff. Obviously, the match of the night for us was Owens Cena. That was like amazing. Second best match was actually Reigns Wyatt. That actually turned out to be really, really good. And
Which is what we're seeing tonight, which gives
Yes.
us hope that
Yeah.
we'll be getting a good match.
if it's
Better
like
than
that,
expected.
I will actually be very excited because it worked well. It was less of Bray being like creepy in the ring and more of him just being like angry.
Right.
but creepy. Like he did the one thing where he does like the upside down crab walk thing,
Right.
but he didn't do that very long. So it was pretty great.
He's not going to win
Well,
tonight.
Oh,
It looks like we're not getting the Divas right away as much as they were
Oh.
showing that Stephanie package. We're getting New Day.
We just
Oh,
got swerved.
boy.
Swerved. Which is funny because these are the guys that starred on Swerved this past week. So New Day, primetime players. Do you think we're getting new tag team champions? And what do you think of the match?
No, because I love the primetime players, and my dad loves the primetime players.
Yes.
So, you know what? I'm going to go with Frank tonight. Primetime players.
Can I get a... Ooh. I can't,
I don't think I can do that.
can't do it with the mic in my hand, but yes, prime time for the win. Shane, what do you got?
I'm going to say the same. And because New Day's on such a roll and because I love primetime players, I'm going to say I'm actually looking forward to this as much as we kind of skimmed over their match last time when they won the belts at Money in the Bank.
Mm.
We are actually going to pay attention in this one, and I have high hopes. Vinny's cooking, so we'll just say for him, hey, Vinny!
Vinny!
New Day or primetime players? Who's winning?
Prime
time.
Prime time.
Millions of dollars.
All right, so we'll be back.
For us here at Chops and Pops.
We will return. Hey, we are back here at Chops and Pops after the tag team match. And as Andrew and all of the gentlemen here are demonstrating, the primetime players are still champs.
What a beautiful spine buster for the win.
He's good.
He's got a bright future, and it's in the near future. That guy, he's hitting it hard.
He is the future.
Vinny, what do you
Now.
think about that match?
Honestly, I think that thing that made the whole match was the ending spine buster. That was very clean. Nice clean spine buster to end it.
What made
Oh, that
And
slap.
just
That
yeah,
shot,
that
though.
start the
beginning.
match?
And I have to say that I cannot stand Darren Young at all.
You mean Xavier Woods?
You mean
Xavier
I was
Woods,
going to
sorry.
say.
Sorry,
He
yeah.
was kind of the star of the match with
That-
half the
oh my
crap he
God.
was saying
Tasting
outside
that
the ring.
tricep meat. That tricep meat.
I feel like they put a mic on him like on purpose.
Yeah.
What did,
It was just
They may
so
have.
loud.
did he say, like, worst chop in the world or something after
Yeah,
that?
yes.
Worst leg drop in history.
Leg
yes,
drop.
worst leg drop. Props to Xavier Woods. What
It
a
was
good.
good. Wasn't
match.
match of the year material, but
No.
you definitely, weren't let down.
I'm
And-
happy that they won.
Yeah,
I'm really
and I
happy.
still walk away liking both teams as much as I did
Mhm.
before. So, yeah, good for primetime players.
Beautiful.
Wyatt Reigns is next, which Andy actually just saw 2 days ago.
I did.
At a
And
house show.
If it's anything like the house show, it's going to be surprisingly really good.
Well, we can hope.
I hope. See, there wasn't a whole lot of this promo stuff going around with the smoke and his daughter. And Bray Wyatt was like, I'm coming for you, Roman Reigns. And then Roman Reigns was like, I'm going to beat you up, Bray Wyatt. And
That's
then
some
they fought each
deep
other.
psychology right there.
And it was
That is
great.
some deep psychology.
I look
That's
at
really
this
all
match.
they need.
I look at this match and I see two things.
Hmm.
It's meaningless if Bray Wyatt wins because he's not being pushed any further,
Mhm.
and if Roman Reigns wins, it's what we're all expecting.
It's
And
anyone
the
but him.
Roman Reigns run of 2015, which I mentioned on last week's podcast, continues. It's great. Yes, we love Roman Reigns, but there's got to be something. Am I the only one that thinks there has to be something else added to this match to make it relevant?
well, you're
I
making
agree
it,
with that.
yeah, but you're making it seem like a lose-lose situation where I feel like if Bray Wyatt wins, he does have that benefit of the entire storyline was him trying to get into Roman's head. If he could defeat Roman clean, that just shows that he got in Roman's head.
I
and
see what you
beating
mean.
a guy that was just in the main event of WrestleMania is kind of a big deal. To whereas if Roman wins, I guess it kind of is more of a focus on what's next. you know?
But it's still more about the follow up with Bray Wyatt too, because he hasn't had two successful feuds since the Shield era, since the Wyatt family versus the Shield, and it's like Look at this. This is
There
beautiful
are
stuff.
a lot of lights in the crowd tonight.
Many fireflies.
There's so many fireflies. They follow the buzzards.
So, with the rumor that's been out before this pay-per-view started,
Dun, 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 dun.
some people are saying Sting will come out during this match. Who thinks it's actually going to happen?
I'm the first negative Nancy on that one.
Vinny, you're a huge Sting guy.
Yeah, I mean, like, I hope it does, but I don't think it's going to.
Okay.
But I would absolutely love it if it did. But with that saying, if that doesn't happen, I think Wyatt's going to take this one, though.
Yeah?
I think so, yeah.
I mean, they could carry it on to SummerSlam, and that would give purpose to Wyatt winning this, you know?
Yeah.
He's not wearing white pants, though. It's
Yeah.
huge. Usually when he doesn't
Oh,
wear white.
whoa.
Wow.
Those
very
are
bright.
red.
Very bright.
That's some red pants.
Wow.
He's probably going to win because the Cardinals are red.
This is
too.
the Chops and Pops fashion section. Talking about
Right,
this gentleman's
wrestlers win when they wear the state's colors.
pants.
So who's... Wait,
So
Yeah,
I,
so where do we stand?
I think
who's winning?
I
say
say
Wyatt.
Roman Reigns.
So we have
Alright, so
two
we
for
got
Roman. We have
One
Wyatt.
I'm saying Sting interference.
Sting interference. All right.
That doesn't say who wins the match.
that's
It's
definite.
It
no
gets
contest.
thrown out because of Sting interference.
No contest. No winner. Nobody wins.
I'm not- just saying, match of the night. If Sting does show up, match of the night.
Yeah.
All right.
All
That's
right.
All right. So let's get ready to watch these two gentlemen. Are
They're
they
not
gentlemen?
No, man.
They're not gentle, but they are men.
One of them's been stalking the other's daughter.
It's kind of creepy.
Not a gentleman thing to do.
These two wrestle folk. So all right,
We'll
be
see you later.
We'll be right back here at Chops and Pops. All right. We are back here at Chops and Pops right after the Roman Reigns Bray Wyatt match up, and some fellow jumped the guardrail.
With a hood on and a big beard. A lot like Vinny's.
I was here the whole time.
Sure, you were. Can you prove that in a court of law?
Yes.
Look at Paige right now. Well, she's
No, you got Becky Lynch is the cool one. She's got the goggles.
Is she wearing the goggles?
She's
gonna
wearing
say,
the
is she?
goggles.
We are digressing. Roman
Yeah.
Reigns and Bray Wyatt. I know there's some beautiful women on the screen right now. But how did you feel about that match?
I enjoyed it just the same as the live event. I hate finishes like that where there's interference. Because really, is the security that bad at the show? Like, come on.
It's not believable. Would you say it's better or worse? Or
Yeah, I would
on the
believe
same?
it more if there was a skirmish on the sidelines and the ref was distracted by, like, say Luke Harper was distracting the security guards and
Yeah.
the ref was like, hey, you can't do that, get out of here,
Yeah,
take that
yeah.
guy out of here, and then Bray hit him.
Right.
That I would believe more than just guy walks over the guardrail, kicks Roman Reigns in the face. Like,
Right. I'm going to have to rewatch that match, but I would say that it defied my expectations.
Yeah. I mean, it had its moments. I don't know if I really liked when Roman Reigns kind of ran into the steps on his own. The DDT on the apron was nice.
yeah.
There were the two reversals for that running kick. Well, not two reversals. There was the first reversal with the running kick that Roman Reigns does on the apron with Bray hitting that clothesline. That was creative.
Yeah.
And then the time he actually hit it in the match, he did it in the reverse way of how he normally does it with Bray Wyatt on the outside of the ring. A couple creative moments. A lot of people waiting for Sting to come out. But beyond any of that, again, nothing I would rip apart. But I didn't hate it. Didn't
It
love
stood
it.
its own as a mid-card match.
Yeah, and I talked about last week how I actually enjoyed the storyline building up to this.
Yes.
So that combined with this match, it's not the worst thing in the world, not the best thing in the world.
Against what I thought was going to happen because of the Roman Reigns run of 2015, him losing. But hey, an alliance is being formed, and Roman, he'll just come back and win at the next pay-per-view. Vinny, what did you think?
Slow, rocky start. Started to pick up. It's pretty good. I didn't know what to say about that 50-50 Samoan drop. As me and Shane were
Right.
saying before, the drop was not so much of a drop. But
Where Roman was kind of like
yeah,
a good couple feet away from him.
yeah, kind of just got launched across
Yeah.
the ring. It was an all right match. I mean, still the beginning of the pay-per-view. I wish it had a somewhat better ending. It's building up to something. That's all I have to say. Like,
Right, and with Bray getting a
definitely-
win,
it's a build-up right now.
it's built to still have a continuation of the storyline. But after all the guesses and all the
Yep.
hypothesizing, is that how you would say?
Yeah.
Yes.
We
We're
are
wrong.
finally getting our Divas match, and it's a three-way.
Finally.
And I was right.
Whoa.
Those were my picks.
Hey
Sasha
now.
Banks, Brie Bella, and Charlotte.
And Charlotte, I did not see that coming.
Or no, did I say Becky Lynch? That might be the one
Oh, I
I
thought
got
you
wrong.
said Charlotte. You were the rat.
Oh, no, because the crowd wanted Charlotte. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think this is actually going to be pretty good. You're basically getting the Charlotte Banks feud with Brie Bella, hopefully not messing it all up.
No, it's gonna happen.
So let's
Bring
check it
oh
out.
God, no.
Predictions, who's going to win it?
You know, I think it's gonna be Sasha or Charlotte.
It's going to be the boss.
I was just
Yeah,
gonna
I
say
think
that
I think
same
Sasha's gonna take it.
Charlotte. Charlotte.
God, you know Vince is so high on both of those two.
That was
It's really
nice.
hard to tell who.
Ric Flair is cashing in some favors tonight.
All right, let's wrap this up because I want to actually watch this.
Okay, so yeah.
Come on.
I was about to ask about the predictions, but we just did that. Anyway, so we'll be right back.
Woo!
So,
Woo!
how about that?
I'll take it.
That was a good match.
That was
That was fun
probably
to
the
watch.
best female diva main roster match I've seen since I got back into wrestling.
What?
I wouldn't go that
On
far.
pay-per-views like this. Not like NXT stuff, but I mean like on the main roster stuff.
No, they've had better.
Yeah.
I'd say Shane, where he said the match right before WrestleMania.
Yeah,
between-
Nikki Bella and
yeah.
Paige.
But also, Charlotte.
I like this
man.
one better than that.
Charlotte.
You never saw it.
No, I did.
I
You
feel
told me
maybe
you never watched it.
I have Raw on Hulu. I went back and I watched it.
I feel like maybe one of the most entertaining tonight so far.
Beat Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
If the Bella wasn't in that match, it'd be great.
Well, we almost lost Brie Bella on this match. She
Hmm.
almost had to join her husband on the sidelines.
How'd that happen?
Her sister dropped her on her head.
Hmm. Very bad spot. Really
So-
should have seen that coming.
So Charlotte wins.
The Revolution has moved.
The invasion, as
Oh,
Gabriel
stop it.
called it. That's what he called it.
Stop it.
He called it an invasion.
No. Revolution. Invasion's what's happening in TNA, and we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, but Renee Young is on the screen, and that's
Woo.
always a good experience.
So are we disappointed, or are we happy with the last match?
I'm not disappointed at all.
I'm very happy with it.
But it's aight. It's aight. That's how I feel.
I agree. It was a good match. It was a good match for what it had to be. But,
Yeah.
Vinny, what do you think?
It would have been better if there was meaning behind it.
Yeah. Well, they got like 1 week's worth of build.
Yeah.
to that match.
It was, but
And that's
I'll
funny
take it.
for having it had 5-6 weeks of possible build
Yeah,
up since
yeah.
the last
They had a
pay-per-view.
good length of time to build up to Battleground.
Could have done the Revolution sooner. Just saying.
They could have.
Eddie, what do you think?
They missed the boat on that one, I think. I liked it. I really enjoyed this match. Like I said, I truly was worried that this was going to be garbage.
Is this bad news for Sasha?
No.
Not at all.
No. That was bad luck for Sasha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they're trying to push Charlotte more than like?
I think that like you're kind of echoing what a lot of people have talked about on the internet of really freaking out, thinking that Sasha Banks is in a world of trouble for being on the run that she was in NXT, and that she's just gonna be wasted away in the main roster. And
Yeah.
to me, I think it still has to do with patience. Like
yeah.
wrestling careers are meant to be 10, 15 years long.
Yeah.
Sasha Banks has been in the WWE for 2 days.
Right.
2 days. So it's like, relax. She's in a very important angle. She's not going to win everything. As long as she's given the time, she'll still have the banging matches that she's capable of having.
Right.
And down the line, when she gets her time, she'll get her time. I'm not freaking out about it, and I'm one of her biggest fans. I
Yes,
think
you
she's
are.
one of the best divas they have right now. But I'm not going to freak out if she's not winning the first 2 weeks she's on television.
So what does that say if you're right that Charlotte, because of her legacy, so to speak, is being pushed? Because it's like before she even steps in the ring for her first match, it's like we already know, hey, she's got Ric Flair in her. It's already going to be great.
She'll definitely have that to her advantage, but I don't think that...
Is that why she's being pushed, do you think?
No, I mean, she's talented.
Oh,
but,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think that, whoa, now. That, that basically, even if they don't do it right away, I think once they get the ball rolling on this whole Revolution thing, it's not that far-fetched to say we're going to be watching Charlotte and Sasha Banks go at it one-on-one in the main roster. You know? It's just
I agree.
Gotta chill. Gotta just watch it all unfold.
Let it simmer.
Exactly.
With that being said, what we have next is...
John Cena and Kevin Owens. That's next. For the third time.
This is the third time.
I think we gotta hype that up a little bit better.
So now this is the first pay-per-view where
The
Kevin
United
Owens
States.
is not NXT champion.
Right.
But is getting a title shot.
Mm.
Yes.
That's right. Vinny's brother, Kevin Owens, versus John Cena. It's the beard, man. It's the beard.
I expect good things from this match.
Me too.
But I
Yeah.
feel like that's not in the match's favor.
What?
I expect a lot, and if it lets me down, like this is why normally when when people are like, "Hey, are you excited about this?" I'm like, "Eh," because if you go "eh" and it's "eh," you're like, "Okay, that's about what I thought it was." But if it's better than "eh," you're like, "Oh, it was good." I expect greatness, and if this is anything but great, I'm gonna be upset.
I
I'll
know
be like,
what you mean.
They should. What the hell was that? They could have done better.
But then again, every other match they had, I said,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be eh. Yeah, it was wow.
Yeah, that match we had on this same bar.
It's true.
That one took the show. So this one, I think you, Andy, with all respect, you gotta go into this one thinking this one's gonna be epic. You know before you.
If it's anything
It's
like.
It's not a rubber match, man. It is what it is. This is.
Do you
This is
think
Cena
Owens is gonna walk out with the title? Do you think
You
Cena's
know
gonna
what?
let that happen?
Predictions?
Cena feuds come in threes.
Hmm.
So tonight is the night of
Could this be the era of the Kevin Owens United States Open Challenge?
I feel like there was a reason for him to lose the NXT championship, so I'm going Kevin Owens just walking out United
Okay.
States champion.
All right.
Hmm.
Andrew?
God, you know how badly I want to say LOL Cena wins?
You could say it. It's completely acceptable.
LOL Owens wins.
Wow.
I'm going to be bold because I wasn't bold with the last two matches. I think I was right with the Divas, but I was wrong definitely on the match before that. I'm going to say Owens wins this. I'm going to say Owens gets the better of Cena in a 2 out of 3. And Shane.
LOL Steen wins.
There
and
we
he's
go.
coming out right
Yes.
now. We need to watch
Yes.
this.
Let's wrap it up
All
real
right,
quick.
so we're gonna wrap it up. My prediction is, I think Cena's gonna walk out champ, just because. LOL Cena wins. Anyway, so
Let's heighten the drama.
we'll be right back here at Chops and Pops after this epic confrontation of these giants of the wrestling world.
Boo!
I hate everything.
That quite possibly was like the match of the night and slowly went to like the worst match of the night.
I disagree.
It was good. That ending was horrible.
It crushes me that Cena won that, but that was one of the best matches of the year.
Why would
Easily.
they do that?
That was incredible. They've had 2 matches before this. This is the third of the trilogy, and it told a story over the entire match of everything that they've been through with those first 2 matches and just basically the entire storyline. Like, down to every move that they were doing, on top of the fact that the moves were hit to perfection and that the moves were creative. And when you mix all that together with how big of a story they've already built, this could be match of the year material.
Damn it, Shane.
Right.
It's up there.
I
It's
hate
way
you, but
up
you're
there.
right.
That's explanation to its finest. I mean, wow. Yes, that match, if it did anything right, it was tell the story. And I didn't even think about that during the entire match. 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 AAs he kicked out of. One of them, a super AA that Kevin Owens...
That was impressive.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah.
Top 5 matches of the year so far for WWE, at least on
It could be right now. I think my number one, which it's fishy because it's more technically an NXT match, but Owens and Balor in Japan is my match of the year right now.
Spoiler alert.
I feel like this topped it. It could have.
That was amazing.
It's
Andy,
close.
I just
what do you
wish
think,
it.
Andy?
I just wish it ended.
You guys were all crying and huffing and puffing, and I'm over here just rocking back, doing the "You Can't See Me."
I didn't cry. I don't know.
No, Andrew didn't cry. He just almost took out his girlfriend by clotheslining her right out of her chair. But like, just the reversals of the match were brilliant. Like
Really
the
well done.
counters were like. There are times when reversals are creative, or that a story just in general is being told. The story was told through creative reversals that they were using that played a part in the first 2 matches they had. Just great match. That was
I gotta
so
say,
good.
Vinny pointed it out before the match. It's like they really need to live up to the or was it Andy? I forget.
That was
but the expectation that they had to live up to. Do you think they did?
That was
because
good.
I
No,
think
that
they
was good.
did.
I was happy with that.
I think I was happy with it. I just
I like what
the
I saw.
ending.
the result, man.
But you know what? If he's going to tap out, to me, being hit with 2 AAs and then a super AA off the top rope,
Right.
it's not as bad as a normal tap out to me. And in terms of rating it with the other 2 matches, I feel like this just, again, like I'm repeating myself, but it told the story of those first 2 matches to where I liked both. I liked the Elimination Chamber match a lot better than I liked the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah.
But I think this outdid the Elimination Chamber match. It really did.
I think I'm gonna have to watch all 3 again.
It reached a whole new level. Like that was a whole different thing than anything they've done so far.
Vinny, what do you think about your boy, Kevin Owens, from here on out? What? He's not champ now. Where does he go?
He's got another title match, Balor.
Right.
Yeah, that
Because
is true.
He's got 5 feuds going on.
Yeah.
Lucky for him.
Although he was very creative in this match.
Yeah, he was.
Very
wasn't he?
creative.
Oh, so much fun to watch each and every time.
Yeah, he's just so agile for a man of his size. It
I
blows
keep
my
saying
every
that.
time. It blows my mind.
Right?
Poor
He's so
Michael
quick.
Cole.
He's he's insane.
Yeah,
Andy-
that too. Like just like it was enough in terms of the moves they hit, the story they told. But on top of it, Kevin Owens just decides to berate Michael Cole at least 3 times throughout the match, and that match was brought to a whole different level.
It was.
And when Owens did that drop on Cena, they didn't even know what happened. They were like, "What was that?"
How do we call that? He dropped him on his shoulder. You know what, JB, I'll take this.
To tell you the truth, in any way, and don't get me wrong, if we're talking about the history of wrestling, believe me, there's things you could bring up, but in terms of anything that you could absolutely want or desire from a match, I don't get how that match didn't deliver. With the exception of being upset by the ending and understanding that him tapping out was upsetting, that in terms of from start to up until then, there wasn't one mistake. There wasn't anything wrong in the storytelling. There wasn't anything bad. There were no flaws in my eyes. Like
Past 5-10 minutes, I was heated. I'll admit it. But
Shane,
it was a great match.
What was the
It was really
worst
good.
thing you could say about that match?
nothing. Literally, there is not one negative thing because even him tapping out doesn't bother me as much as it bothers you
that's
guys.
fine.
It was flawless to me. That
Andy-
was Mortal Kombat flawless victory.
What was the worst thing you could say about this match?
The worst thing about this match was I wanted to see Kevin Owens after tapping out pop-up powerbomb Michael Cole. That's what I wanted. That would have made it better somehow. I don't know. I really enjoyed that.
That was so much fun, though, including Michael Cole. That was so creative. I feel like that was not scripted in anywhere, and yet he just decided, you know what? I'm going to make him a part of this match.
Plus, he's Cena's buddy.
He is.
Yeah,
He's the representation of that cookie-cutter WWE image that,
Yes.
you know, Steen and Owens are both against.
Right.
Yeah, that I can't ask for more. I feel like if I ask for more than what that match just gave me, I'm being spoiled, because that, to me, is everything you want from wrestling.
So
Is that as close to an ROH match as we're going to get in the WWE?
Probably.
is this the end of the Cena and Owens feud?
I don't know.
I have to say yes.
I would think so.
I think it is too. I think that's it. Just the.
I mean, Owens still walks out looking strong, and now
Right.
he has to put his attention on Balor. So,
Mhm.
I guess
And Hideo Itami.
eventually. But
It's
the
over.
Miz is in the ring right now,
And he's
and not in his
yelling.
gear.
He's
so
wearing
I'm assuming
sunglasses indoors.
we're not going to get Miz Big Show right now, but we could get Miz Sting, or or Miz Taker.
Stop.
So if that does happen, we should probably bring the volume up.
Oh, no. I think it's
So,
challenging somebody. Andy, please.
He's calling somebody out, and if we miss Sting or Taker, it will be very bad.
Oh, he even have this microphone.
But yeah, we basically, if Miz doesn't do anything, we have Rollins and Lesnar. So we'll come back and talk about that.
Right. So, in the meantime, here comes
There
the
he
Big
is.
Show. There he is.
There's the big joke.
Don't ya know the Big Show.
The
Minnesota.
big bad joke.
Wow,
Oh,
look at
he's
him
not
in his-
wrestling
in his
tonight.
dress pants. Look at him.
Yeah,
look
look
at
at
Tiger
Tiger
Woods.
Woods.
Anyway,
So, we'll be right back here on Chops and Pops after this confrontation of the world's hardest athlete and Miz. All right, so we're back from that, and
Whew.
that was thrilling.
that was
About
tough.
45 seconds
That
later.
was a real page turner.
That was a real punch to the mouth, huh?
So Rollins Lesnar, how do you guys feel before it happens?
Suplex City.
Oh.
I think
Suplex City.
it's going to be a lot like the Beast in the East, with basically Brock Lesnar just toying with Seth Rollins for quite some time, and just really taking in the moment of beating the hell out of Seth Rollins and embarrassing him for stealing what was rightfully his.
Negative. Let me
Negative.
give my prediction.
Okay.
This has been way too obvious. Come on. We all know that Seth Rollins up to this point has found a way to win each and every
Oh,
single
yeah.
time he's been
Yeah.
in a title match. He's not going to lose now.
Oh,
not
no,
when
he's
he
walking out
has.
with the title. But
not-
Brock Lesnar's just going to beat him up the
I,
whole
com-
time.
I completely agree.
So then,
Lesnar's going to throw him around like a rag doll, but somehow Rollins is going to win.
He's going to throw him around, and he's going to trip on a suplex, and he's going to knock himself out, and Rollins is just going to fall on him.
No, it was almost a year ago where we witnessed Suplex City first taking place. This
Killed him.
something
Jesus, 30.
has to happen to even the playing field here. I don't know what it's going to be. I can't make a good bold enough prediction, but all I'm saying is Seth Rollins is walking out the champion.
Yes.
Mm.
Shane, please.
It's interesting because people don't give credit where credit's due sometimes when it comes to WWE booking with how atrocious it can be sometimes. But actually, as they recap WrestleMania 31, that's one of my prime examples because people crapped all over the build-up to WrestleMania 31. And I actually thought it was phenomenal because they had about, 7, 8 matches on the card, and every match had a minimum of a 4-month storyline, some of them as long as 8, 9-month storylines. So they invested into each story, and
Right.
something like tonight, I mean, this is literally the match that's been built since the night after WrestleMania. That after San Jose, that was the whole story, was that Seth Rollins stole it from Brock, and Brock was immediately going to go after Seth Rollins, and the only thing that stopped him was the fact that he got suspended. The second he was off suspension, he has targeted Seth Rollins. So this is a story that's 4 months long,
At
yet
least.
people crap all over the booking saying that they, don't think past a week and they don't, macro manage, and it's never thought about, in the future and how things should pay off. This is something that they've planned on, and we're getting something that had 4 months worth of build. So with all that said, it would seem like Brock would win, but I see what you're saying about
Too
Seth always finding a
obvious.
way.
I feel like something big's going to happen.
Vinny, our gracious host, what do you think happens in this match?
I feel like I think Rollins is going to walk out champ, but in the meantime, I
He's
just have
all
I
alone,
have a
by
gut
the way.
feeling something big's happening.
What
Right?
if Taker comes out to get his revenge on Brock, helping Seth win inadvertently?
It seems too perfect, right?
It does. It does.
That's what they want you to think. That's what they want you to want. So it's not
if that
gonna
happens,
happen.
we're gonna see Leanne mark out like a.
Well, if they've been trying to give us hints, maybe Seth Rollins is going to run over Brock with a car. Maybe.
Okay, I see that.
I'm not serious about that at all.
But
Let's just
would
say
that
maybe.
would that be considered disqualification?
The ref could get knocked out. You never know.
Yeah.
No, I'll go out on a limb. I'll say Taker's happening.
But it's crazy the amount of time right now that we're looking at this match being given. If it was a legit one-on-one, even balanced match, it's Lesnar every single time in less than 5 minutes. Something's gotta happen.
Why-
Andy, please enlighten me on what could happen during this match.
You know what could happen in this match?
Blue pants?
No, not blue pants. Stop. You know what could happen? Brock could miss. Brock
What?
could go for Seth and miss. He could have him chase around the outside, and he could maybe someone's hiding under the ring and trips Lesnar, and he trips into the stairs and hurts his knee. Maybe he hurts his arm somehow on the outside, and then Seth Rollins can systematically pinpoint and pick apart Brock Lesnar throughout the match.
Kind of how Roman Reigns was with Lesnar if Seth Rollins didn't execute the cash-in.
Yeah, how he
But-
was like hitting him all over the place,
Yeah.
everywhere with everything.
You know what's interesting about that I never thought of until you just started speaking, Andy, is that Seth Rollins is unlike any opponent Brock Lesnar has faced since he came back to the WWE. Every single person he's faced has been jacked beyond all belief. Seth Rollins is a slithery mother.
He's a little greasy little guy.
But also thinking about roles that people have been on. Brock Lesnar has been undefeated
Yeah?
in the WWE
Here we go.
since, again, not counting the cash-in, since he fought Triple H 2 years ago. So there kind of is that playing into it of, Taker was undefeated for a very, very long time until Brock Lesnar came around.
He's alone.
So, yeah, this match is too good to miss. Let's watch it.
So
Wrap it up.
We
Predictions?
will
Yeah.
be
Predictions.
That's what we
Lesnar.
just did.
That's
it.
okay.
so we
We got all that.
will be back right after this match for the conclusion of Chapter. And that happened.
Wow.
Speechless.
Yep.
I knew something had to happen. I said it. I said something has to happen where he wins this match.
Yep.
Yeah, Rollins was like, "Deuces, I'm out." And just
Yeah.
we didn't see him at all.
So who wants to do the honors and say what happened during that main event match?
What do you say?
We're not worthy.
I mean, we could have recorded the screams from all of us whenever it happened.
It got
That would've-
crazy back
That would have
It
peaked
did.
the speakers, but
You probably heard us.
Bells rang, instantly went quiet, and then just loud noises.
The Undertaker.
so I guess
Interfere.
we're getting Brock Lesnar Undertaker at SummerSlam.
As of now.
Wow.
And then the rubber match at Mania in Texas.
Could be. Very well could be. But before we get ahead of ourselves, Undertaker just came out
That was
Yeah, it was
Battleground.
in July at Battleground.
Match was just going, and
We just got all the suplexes we wanted.
yeah, like that's.
And then one F5, and then we get Taker.
Andy, what do you think?
Oh,
exactly.
I don't want to get stabbed right now, but I don't like the Undertaker.
Ooh.
What?
Ooh.
Why would you say that?
Someone hold Leanne back.
Leave.
Take all sharp objects away from Leanne right
I
now.
think he should have hung it up a couple years ago.
Oh.
I haven't
Oh,
liked anything
no.
he's done in the past 3 years.
Okay.
So this is I'm actually kind of upset about this. I don't want to see Brock Lesnar beat up an old guy.
You're telling me you didn't even like CM Punk Taker at WrestleMania 29?
That was the
That-
last thing I liked.
That was 2 years ago.
That was
That was more.
Now that was more.
That was 2013.
That
That
was
was 2
Wrestle-
years ago.
that
Oh,
was
2.5 at this point.
Two and a half years ago.
That was like 3 years.
For Undertaker being,
It's
what,
two-
60 years old?
How was it 3 years when 2015 is now and 2013 was when the match happened? That's 2 years.
Okay, well then 2 years. But still, since then.
But he only wrestles once a year. So that's sounding like a bigger statement when it is that you're just saying that you didn't like Bray Wyatt's match and you didn't like the streak ending.
I could understand that.
Well, the streak doesn't mean anything to me. I was never really impressed with the streak either. He just keeps winning. But I didn't like the match. I just didn't like it.
Bold.
You do realize on a wrestling podcast you just said the streak meant nothing to you?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
Vinny,
Yes.
what do you think about the main event tonight at
I-
Battleground 2015?
I did not expect. I expected Undertaker. I did not expect Undertaker at Lesnar and Rollins. After everything else that happened, I just didn't feel Undertaker coming. I was like, all right, maybe he might come out during Lesnar, but maybe not because like lost. That's it. Bottom line. But I guess now he's out to get his revenge, and hopefully it's gonna lead up to something good. But that just by itself, I feel like that made the whole pay-per-view. That was insane.
I agree.
Yeah.
As soon as that bell hit, people lost their shit.
I
Yeah.
know I did.
And that kind of leaves a gaping hole for Seth Rollins of where
Yeah, he
who
was
even
just,
goes for the championship right now.
Nobody at that once those bells hit, nobody gave a crap
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
championship. Like you said before, what was it? 2 month story, 3 month story?
4 month.
4
'cause
month
the
story.
night after WrestleMania.
Just
Yeah.
just got wiped off the table.
Wow.
Went straight to year story.
I gotta say that I did not see that coming. In my wildest dreams, I did not think he would be showing up tonight. I was anti anybody who thought him or Sting would be showing up tonight. I was like, let's be real here. They're not gonna. And then it's like what? And then wow.
Agreed.
I'm still not even ruling out that Sting could come back tomorrow night.
Oh, I'm Sting's coming back tomorrow.
Yeah.
He has to.
And I still think it will be with that Bray Roman thing.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
But
I don't see another Undertaker, and I just personally don't see another Undertaker and Lesnar match.
so then the question becomes, who feuds with Rollins from here on out?
Nobody cares.
It's the WWE champion.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think is kind of left there because Dean's story was kind of finished. Bray and Roman seem like they're going to be
Roman
tied
lost.
into
He
each
can't be.
other.
But
Yeah,
there
so-
is still the whole Shield feud. There hasn't been a.
What?
Roman still never got his.
It's
Right,
the-
but that's what we're saying is he's tied
But
up with Bray. So
the same
who
time-
really is number one contender to Seth right now
We're-
that is worthy?
We're
think
heading into the second biggest pay-per-view of the year, and we have no idea who's going to be number one contender for the WWE title match.
Could be
It's going to be an
Cena.
interesting 4 weeks.
What if it's Cena?
If it's Cena, I'm going to eat at my left shoe.
Okay, you heard that. Recorded on the podcast. Andrew, our highest rated show so far was when you ate your shoe. If you will offer to eat your other shoe,
My
we,
left shoe.
we can get some views.
Is that Edge?
yes, and Christian.
This is. I think it's a
Outtakes.
sneak peek of Swerved.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So chops
So-
and pops of the night. I think pops have become irrelevant, except for Andy, who didn't like it.
Yeah.
What's your pop?
Can we put pops other than Undertaker?
You can.
Because
I
it'd
mean,
be
do you
obvious.
want to go one by one? Because to me, well, Owens Cena was, I mean, a match of the year candidate.
And that's what
Yeah.
I was going to say. My pop of the night would have to be the inclusion of Michael Cole into the Kevin Owens versus John Cena match. That's it. Match of the year contender. Undertaker, welcome back. Next.
I definitely like Cena Owens, but I'd also, as a close second, I really enjoyed that Divas match. Something about it I really liked.
Nice point.
I just liked that. I don't know. It felt so much more important than just your average diva match. Even though there was like no time building up to it, it felt like it mattered.
Revolution. And the NXT.
Starting something new.
Yeah,
It's
NXT
nice.
won.
It's very nice.
Vinny. Chas and Pat.
Again,
I
just
think we-
Pop is Undertaker. I don't know what else takes that. That took the whole pay-per-view for me. Chops, on the other hand, I don't know. I feel like the lowest point was who was the first match?
The Sheamus and Randy Orton match.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
That was really just the whole Sheamus and Orton feud. I just don't care about it. It had no meaning behind it. But Pop was just Undertaker. I know it's besides Undertaker, but that was it. That took the whole night for me personally.
Well, speaking of having no meaning behind it, my chop of the night is going to go to the Miz and Big Show segment that served absolutely no purpose.
Completely
Damn
forgot
it.
that happened.
You
Actually,
That-
stole that from
yeah.
everybody else in
Yeah,
the WWE
that's-
universe.
That's the chop. And the pop, I'll say that Owens and Cena could end up being my match of the year. But in terms of
Ooh.
the actual definition of what a pop is, I'm giving it to Undertaker. We all literally shot up from our chairs. That is the definition of what a pop
That's
is.
not fair, man.
I'll tell you, we were all, yes, F5, and then blackout
Yeah.
lights, silence,
That's-
bell, and then
I mean-
everybody just started screaming.
I don't know what you're talking about. I pretty much, I was like, yo, whatever, Undertaker showed
You
up.
did keep it
so-
pretty
Okay.
cool, except when you were screaming
Well, I mean,
and shaking your fist.
I was, I just figured that I'd, live in the moment.
As soon as I heard that bell, I just put the speakers on full blast. No big deal.
Battleground managed to pop Vinny's patio.
Thanks again, Vinny, for having us here.
Yes.
No
At
problem.
This
Thank you very
wonderful
much.
venue.
Hopefully we can make this a thing.
Will we
well,
be
well,
here
you're
for-
going to be at SummerSlam,
Yeah,
Mr.
that's
Special.
right.
unfortunately-
That's right.
Not unfortunately, but yes, SummerSlam. I'll be at SummerSlam. Cannot wait. Yes, I will get pictures.
Take some good pictures, get some
Mm.
good autographs, and get us some good phone numbers if you should run into Emma. Yeah.
Very, very excited for that. And what's after SummerSlam?
Ooh.
After SummerSlam is Night of Champions.
Night of Champions. Hopefully, we'll be back here again.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you for having us, and this was fun.
No problem. I had a lot of fun.
Was.
Ooh, Andy.
So, for all of us here at Chops and Pops, we bid you a good evening. I'm Andy. Check me out. Shoot me an email at chopsandpopspodcast@gmail.com. That's probably the best way to find me right now.
My name's Andrew. You know what? I'm actually going to be changing my Twitter handle sometime soon, but I will have that for you on next week's episode. Brand new for you to contact us at Chops and Pops because I'm going to start tweeting. That's right. Here's Shane.
And I'm Shane. See you next week.
I'm Vinny. See you next time.
Thanks for having us, Vinny.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming. Thank you.
So, Radio Internet. Good night and good luck.